Welcome to the Positive Change Methods podcast with me, Andy Smith. Each episode will bring you tips, practical change formats, and new perspectives to make your life and work better right now, drawn from Appreciative Inquiry and related approaches. This episode is brought to you by the Practical Appreciative Inquiry Facilitator Training. Let me show you how to get started using Appreciative Inquiry confidently with teams and small groups. The next live online course starts soon. You can find the details and how to book your place at coachingleaders.co.uk. All right, let's get going. Episode 6. Positive questions lead to positive change. The positive principle. Let's take an in-depth look at Appreciative Inquiry's positive principle, including the paradox of change and how to resolve it. What research tells us about the benefits of positive emotions. Practical steps to foster positive emotions in yourself and improve the emotional climate of your team. The positive principle. Successful change in an organization requires a lot of positive emotion, and asking positive questions is a good way to generate that. The paradox of change and how to resolve it. Many, perhaps most, large-scale change initiatives fail, not because of failings in business process redesign, but because people are not willing, or find it impossible, to get behind the change. Luckily, the positive principle gives us a route to solving this problem. Changing the way we work is not easy. It requires us to learn new ways of doing things and new ways of communicating with each other. At the same time, most people find change stressful. The more fundamental the change, the more stressful it potentially feels. The problem is that stress gets in the way of learning. The more radical the change, the greater the need to learn new ways of working, but the harder it is to learn. To counteract this paradox, successful change requires high levels of positive emotion and social bonding, which tend to improve our capabilities and performance. This is the positive principle of Appreciative Inquiry, often summed up as positive questions lead to positive change, and there's research to back it up. Psychology researchers like Barbara Fredrickson and Alice Eisen have discovered that positive emotions have bottom-line benefits because they improve our cognitive capabilities. When we feel good, we can think more strategically, absorb information quicker, we're more creative, we reach decisions faster, we recover more quickly from setbacks, and even our health improves. More research quoted in Primal Leadership by Goleman, Boyatzis and McKee, UK title The New Leaders, finds that a positive emotional climate in the workplace improves productivity, the customer experience, and even patient mortality statistics in hospitals. So how do we make change less stressful and engender a positive emotional climate? How do we ensure that the way we manage, the way we involve people in change, and even the information gathering process fosters engagement and a good feeling about change, helping people to get into a better state to learn and create new ways of working? Right from the start, we should be asking questions which focus on the positive, on achievements we're proud of, best practices, and best experiences. This will tend to generate the positive affect needed for the best performance, persistence, learning, and resilience to setbacks. Practical steps you can take to put the positive principle into action. Look for the best in people and situations. You're probably already aware of the worst because our brains pay more attention to problems than opportunities, so this is just helping to redress the balance. Assume that in any team or person's performance, no matter how bad overall, there are some things that are working. Help them find what's working and build on it, so that success can happen more often. Listen to people and see how things look from their point of view. This is something that human beings have a natural tendency to do less of the more power and status they get, so sometimes we may need to remind ourselves to do it. Ask people about their best experiences at work and give them the opportunity to use their strengths on a daily basis. Ask open and positive questions and adopt a spirit of inquiry rather than command or persuasion whenever possible. You may learn something and you'll definitely improve the emotional climate of your team. In the next episode, the simultaneity principle. a radically different way of thinking about change and how quickly it can happen. Thanks for listening to the Positive Change Methods podcast with me, Andy Smith. You can find the show notes at positivechangemethods.com. Please like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you like this episode, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you can review it. See you next time.